Good morning everyone. This is Devi, lecturer in electronics, Department of Electronics from MVN JS and RBR Degree College, Malkipuram. Today I am presenting a video which is introduction about microprocessors and history about microprocessors. Okay, let's see. Before going to the introduction about microprocessor, first we have to know why do we need to learn microprocessors. Mainly, the microprocessor is the core of computer systems. Nowadays, many communications, digital entertainments, portable devices are all controlled by them. So, mainly these microprocessors are used in our digital watches and pocket calculators. So, apart from this, in this semester, we will study Intel 8085 microprocessors. So, let us see about the introduction about microprocessors. So, first, what is a microprocessor? The word comes from the combination micro and a processor. Micro means it is a very small or a tiny chip, and processor means it is a device that processes whatever. So, in this context, processor means a device that processes the numbers, especially binary numbers, zeros and ones. So let's expand. To process means to manipulate. So it is a general term that describes all manipulations. Again, in this content, it means to perform certain operations on the numbers that depending upon the microprocessor design. So mainly depending upon this microprocessor design, the microprocessor performs several operations, and it accepts only binary numbers, either zeros and ones. Depending upon the binary numbers zeros and ones, it processes the data. So this is about a microprocessor. Next we see the definition of a microprocessor. So definition. The microprocessor is a programmable device that takes in numbers, performs on them arithmetic or logical operations according to the program stored in the memory, and then produces other numbers as a result. So microprocessor is a multi-purpose and one of the programmable device that takes in numbers means it accepts the digital data as a input. So takes in numbers means, here numbers means either it is accepts only binary digits, either zeros and ones. So it is time to know what is a bit and what is a byte and what is a nibble and what is a word. So first, bit means it is a binary digit. It takes either zeros and ones. So what is a byte? So a group of 8 bits is called a byte. And what is a nibble? A group of 4 bits is called a nibble. And what is a word? A word means a group of 16 bits is called a word. So this is about bit, byte, nibble and a word. So it accepts only numbers means it accepts only zeros and ones. So depending upon that numbers, it performs on them arithmetic or logical operation. Here arithmetic or logical operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. So this is arithmetic operations. And logical operation means logical AND operation, logical OR operation, and XOR, XNOR, NAND operation, etc. So these are the arithmetic or logical operations. So according to the program stored in the memory, whenever we are entering a program into the computer, first this is mainly stored into the memory unit. So the microprocessor based upon the storage of memory unit. So this microprocessor brings the instructions from the memory only. So after that it is process the program and then produces other numbers as a result. So this is about the definition of a microprocessor. Next we see block diagram of a microprocessor. We have to understand briefly about definition of a microprocessor. So this is block diagram of a microprocessor: input device, output device, memory unit and microprocessor. So here input device. So you already know microprocessor is one of the programmable device. I will discuss in previous slide. So input device. By using this device only, it accepts the digital data. So either it is a 0 or a 1. Here input device means keyboard or a mouse or a switches. So depending upon this input device only, it accepts the digital data. So microprocessor internally have three units: ALU, control unit, and register array. ALU means arithmetic and logical unit, and control unit means it controls what is happening into the microprocessor. So this is about the control unit. And the register array means it is a collection of registers within the microprocessor itself. So these are used primarily for data storage during program execution. So this is about register array. So next, output device. So output device, whatever the process done inside the microprocessor, it provides the outputs as a result in the form of a printer from a paper or a LED. So these are the output devices. So this is about the block diagram of a microprocessors. So next we see introduction to Intel 8085 microprocessor. So the Intel 8085 is 8-bit microprocessor introduced by Intel in 1977. The 8085 is a conventional von Neumann design based on Intel 8080. It is designed by using NMOS technology. Here NMOS means N-type metal oxide semiconductor technology. Depending upon the technology, the Intel Corporation was designed this 8085 microprocessor in 1977. So we call it as 8085 or 8085 microprocessor. So in 8085, the last number 5 indicates that 5 volts power supply. It requires only 5 volts power supply for its working. So next, it supports only 2 buses. It has 8-bit data bus and 16-bit address bus, and it can work up to 3 to 5 MHz frequency. So total 8085 microprocessor has 40 pins in its chip. So next, lower order address bus is multiplexed with data bus to minimize the chip size. So this is about the introduction of Intel 8085 microprocessor. Next we see history of microprocessors. So mainly the Intel microprocessor is divided into following groups. First, 4-bit microprocessor, which is 4004, and 8-bit microprocessor, which is 8008, later 8080, next 8085. Next, 16-bit microprocessor. In 16-bit microprocessor, the following are 8086, 8088, and 80286. Later, 32-bit microprocessors: 80386, 80486, Pentium, Pentium Pro, Pentium 2, and Pentium 3, and Pentium 4. So these are the 32-bit microprocessors. Later, 64-bit microprocessor: Intel Core Duo, Intel i5, Intel i3, and Intel i7. These are the 64-bit microprocessors. So let us see what is a 4-bit microprocessor and how it can look like. Let it see one by one. So first, 4-bit microprocessors. So Intel 4040. First microprocessor introduced in 1971 by Busicom Corp and Federico Fagin. So it was the first microprocessor by Intel, and it was a 4-bit microprocessor, and its clock speed was 740 kHz, and it had 2300 transistors, and it could execute around 60,000 instructions per second. This is the one of the first microprocessor that was designed by Intel in 1971. So it was a 4-bit microprocessor, and its clock speed was 740 kHz. So internally, for designing of this Intel 4004, total 2300 transistors are used. So and it could execute around 60,000 instructions per second. So here, the more the clock it can execute more instructions per second. The faster the clock, it can execute more instructions per second. So this is the Intel 4040. So next, 8-bit microprocessors. So Intel 8080 first introduced in 1974. It was also a 8-bit microprocessor. In 8-bit microprocessor, this is the first microprocessor Intel 8080, and its clock speed was 2 MHz, and it had 6000 transistors, and it was 10 times faster than 8008, and it could execute 5 lakh instructions per second. So this is Intel 8080 microprocessor. So next we see Intel 8085 microprocessor. It was introduced in 1976 to 1977. So it was also a 8-bit microprocessor, and its clock speed was 3 MHz, and it had 6500 transistors internally dipped into the microprocessor. So, and it could execute 7,69,230 instructions per second, and it could access 64 kilobytes of memory, and it had 246 instructions, and its over 100 million copies were sold. So this is Intel 8085 microprocessor. The chip contains 40 pins. So in this semester we are studying this Intel 8085 microprocessors. So this is Intel 8085 microprocessor. So next, 16-bit microprocessors. First, Intel 8086. It was introduced in 1978. It was the first 16-bit microprocessor, and its clock speed is 4.77 MHz, 8 MHz, 10 MHz depending upon the version, and it had 29,000 transistors, and it could execute 2.5 million instructions per second, and it could access 1 MB of memory, and it had 22,000 instructions, and it has also multiply and divide instruction. This is about the Intel 8086 microprocessor. So this is the Intel 8086 microprocessor. Later, Intel 8080 microprocessor, it was introduced in 1979. It has data bus width of 8086 is 16-bit, but 8088 is 8-bit. So in 1981, IBM decided to use these 8088 in our PCs. So this is 8088, later 80186 and 188. So it is the year of introduction in 1982, and it contains special hardware like program counters, interrupt controllers, etc. So this is Intel 80186 and 80188. So this is Intel 8086. This was introduced in the year of 1983, and it is a 16-bit high performance microprocessor with memory management and also protection. So it is Intel 80286 microprocessor. Later, 32-bit microprocessor. The first 32-bit microprocessor is Intel 80386. It was introduced in the year 1986. So Intel's first practical 32-bit microprocessor is nothing but Intel 80386. So this is Intel 80486, and next Intel Pentium. And Intel Pentium, it has cache memory, 8 kilobytes for instruction and 8 kilobytes for data. So this is Intel Pentium Pro. This Intel Pentium 2 Xeon. Next Intel Pentium 3. Next Intel Pentium 4. It was introduced in year 2002 and this is specialized for streaming videos, video games and DVD applications. This Intel Pentium 4. This is Intel Dual Core. Data 64-bit microprocessors. So Intel Core 2 Duo. This is i7, Intel Core i7 and Intel Core i5 microprocessor. This is Intel Core i3 microprocessor. So in our PCs, now we will use i3, i5, i7 microprocessors. So this is about the history about microprocessors and structure of microprocessors. So thank you one and all. Thank you.